First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Snohawks of Anchorage taking on the Detroit Lions. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In motion left, Bateman. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You talk about this Lions defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Jackson to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Looked up by Brandon Stevens. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing here, Howell. That's complete to Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now throwing on first down here. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run for Gibbs here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Howell going to audible to something else. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football, and they'll have a better chance to win again this week.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
First down, Howell to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. When you look at this defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now they'll change things up. Second down, Howell back to pass. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Howell out of the shotgun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Offensively, you might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Jackson throw complete there to Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his receiver Cooper. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson will throw again. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Pacheco on the read option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Pacheco. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Snohawks are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever known. A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Howell changing the play here. Back to throw now on 1st down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's taken it around the 40. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd down throw for Howell. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Watkins in motion left. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On first down, Howell. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Lions touchdown. Taysom Hill, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Slide for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Jackson. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What is it? No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot it, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That all they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yo.
Throwing is Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, Hal's going to mix it up here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Powell.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
2nd down and 3. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Now throwing on 1st down here. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. Here's 2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now they'll shift things around.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
As Shaheed going to go in motion. Back to throw. Howell. Flushed out right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Gibbs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Gibbs again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll try to run with Gibbs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two...
It got his man complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And what a big-time play there. And even 50 yards.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling returning. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Snohawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A good pickup there, a 22. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Snohawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Check smash! Check smash! Street! Street! Hurt! Hurt! 18! Right here!
Al now to throw it. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Come up 1st and 10 here.
Now Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said that, and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. With a lopsided affair.